You like that editing? You like editing tricks? That's the best way I thought of. I couldn't think of a unique way to start this. Fuck you. So obviously I'm super busy right now filming the 100K special, and I'm also busy fucking getting everything ready for my big move in, I think, probably less than a week at this point. But I found a video on the Young Turks that I feel like I actually want to address. It's called 3 Myths About Feminism Debunked by the Young Turks. But yeah, let's just tear the video apart.
What's up, guys? I'm Hassan Piker, and today we're going to talk about the F word, feminism. But as a straight white male, combined with the sensitive subject matter, I thought it would be better if these words were coming to you straight from the mouth of a female feminist.
Hey, how's it going, guys? The Young Turks here, coming at you with a message about how feminism is about equal rights and it's actually a good thing. But I'm a straight white male, so my opinion is less valid. So I'm gonna hand it over to a woman whose opinion matters more. How self-defeating could you possibly be? Feminism is about equal rights, but also my opinion as a male doesn't matter as much as this woman. Guys, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to find the nearest heavy object. Could be a hammer, could be a guitar, could be a bottle of wine. I want you to do that, and I want you to smack yourselves in the face until that line of reasoning makes any sense to you. How could you possibly make a video about how good feminism is and start it off by basically saying, my opinion as a male doesn't matter?
So without further ado, I present to you Lindsay Palas.
Feminism is a concept that's heavily debated in today's society, even though it shouldn't be.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you telling me that what should and shouldn't be debated in society? Oh, it shouldn't be debated. Oh, thank God, female number 578 was here to tell me. Now I know.
If you believe that men and women are equals and should be treated equally, then congratulations, you're a feminist.
No, you see, this is the problem, is that you guys think you have some kind of monopoly over the concept of gender equality. Feminism doesn't own the concept of gender equality. That's like saying Christianity owns the concept of the 5th commandment. Thou shalt not kill. Ooh, murder is bad? Oh, that must be a Christian philosophy. So I guess, if you think murder is bad, guess you must be a Christian. Fuck you. This is like somebody coming out and saying, hey, I'm a gayist. I'm a gayist, guys. I'm a gayist, and as a gayist, I believe in equal rights for homosexuals, because I'm a gayist. And guess what? If you believe in equal rights for homosexuals, then you're a gayist also. Why can't you just believe in gender equality and equality under the law for everybody? Why can't you just believe in that principle as a core fundamental of society? Why do you need to then apply it to an ideology that you then essentially have to join in order to believe that concept? It doesn't make any sense. Your so-called myth-busting is actually really, really fucking poor.
Now that we've cleared that up, let's talk about some of the myths about feminism.
Oh, thank goodness we cleared it up. Guys, I weep for humanity, but because I can't actually cry because I lack human emotion, I'm gonna have to simulate it. I'm gonna have to simulate my tears. Why does this taste? This tastes fruity. What the fuck?
Number 1, feminists don't hate men. A lot of us really love men.
Okay, nobody actually thinks that every single feminist believes the same thing. Nobody thinks that. Actually, a big problem with people's perception of feminism, the reason why so many people have a huge problem with it, is because they can't agree on fucking anything. Like, using attractive female models in advertisements is apparently sexist. That's a very sexist thing to do. And what I love most about that is that it's not sexist to say, ooh, those aren't real women. Real women have curves. Like, that's not sexist, right? It's not sexist to say that a whole group of women don't exist because they're too attractive. It fucking blows my mind. But the next part of this whole myth that you're trying to bust is the fact that a lot of the things that we see in the news about feminists happen to be them overtly hating men. Hey, remember that guy who wanted to open a single male domestic abuse shelter? The only one in existence? Who then got harassed by feminists until he fucking killed himself? And hashtags like kill all men certainly don't help. So it's not that we think every single feminist hates men. It's the fact that anytime we hear something about feminists at any point in the day, it's usually something revolving around harassing men in the street, or again, like you did at the beginning of this video, basically saying that the guy's opinion wasn't worthy enough, because if it was just a straight white male saying it, well, fuck you.
We just hate some of the bullshit men throw our way. We hate catcalling, wolf whistling, and other unwanted forms of harassment. We want it known that we're just asking for is basic respect of our wishes and peace of mind.
Well, that's fine, but you can't legislate that because catcalling isn't harassment. It doesn't harm you in any way. And other forms of harassment, any form of harassment that's actually dangerous to you is already illegal. So what you're asking for here is for people's personalities to change either under the law or by force. And you can't do that. You're always gonna have sexists, you're always gonna have racists. You can't change the way people like that think.
Feminists must be vocal about these things because there are too many women who feel victimized for what they wear and too many cases of sexual violence against women that go without justice. What she was wearing isn't contributory negligence. It's what the fuck she was wearing!
You know what? I'm trying to figure out what you were trying to say here, but I can't figure it out.
Number 2, there's more than one type of feminist.
Okay, so feminists don't hate men. There's more than one type of feminist, but one of those types isn't the kind that hates men. Like, that doesn't exist at all. We established that with the first myth. They don't exist at all. If you think you've ever seen a feminist hating men or doing some obviously fucking ridiculously sexist shit towards men, didn't happen. Or guess what? They're not real feminists. They'll pull that card too. They'll be like, that's not a real feminist. You can't fucking win.
You can have a feminist who doesn't want to subscribe to society's standards of what women should be.
Okay, so here's how the conversation would go if I was talking to this woman. I can already tell by the arguments that she's making. I would say, well, what about the way men are expected to be in society? What about the fact that men are expected to be tall, big, strong, and tough? All of which I am none of. What's feminism gonna do about that? And then she would say, oh, feminism is feminism. It's about women's equality. It's about equality for women. And then I would say, yeah, that's why I'm not a feminist and why I'm an egalitarian, because egalitarianism focuses on both of these things. And then she would say, no, feminism is about equality for both the sexes. And then, you see, what I would do at that point is find every battery that I can, swallow it, and then set myself ablaze.
Someone may want shorter hair, or to not wear makeup, or to go without a bra. Other women may want to embrace society's view of what it means to be feminine, with makeup, dresses, etc.
You mean, gender roles? That thing that feminists are apparently against? Somebody just chuck a spear into my fucking eyes.
What feminism means is that however a woman wants to present themselves in the world, they should be able to do it confidently, without the fear of being ostracized by friends, family, and our workplaces.
Nobody is free from the fear of being ostracized. But listen, as an atheist in a family of deeply religious Hispanics, I can tell you, no one goes without fear of being ostracized, especially if you stray from the norm. Just be prepared to be ostracized. I don't understand why you feel entitled to live without fear of being judged. Everybody is judged. That's not a right. You can't legislate whether or not people are allowed to judge you.
And number 3, feminism is not an attack on masculinity.
Well, what about the phrase toxic masculinity that was invented by feminists? What about the hashtag masculinity so fragile? You can't make this argument. And here's why you can't make this argument. Because feminism is a movement that anybody can join. Fucking lunatics can join. Fucking sane people can join. And you can't get a concise agreement in a group like that. To say that feminists are this and feminists are that is stupid. That's why I never say feminists are retarded or feminists are stupid. Because I know that none of them agree on anything. That's why I criticize specific feminists. That's why I criticize specific ideologies. That's why I criticize specific arguments. And that's why I criticize specific videos. Because y'all can't agree on jack shit.
It's fighting back against misogyny.
Yeah, a definition of misogyny that you guys invented that isn't actually misogynistic. Oh, hey, you find a woman attractive who isn't fucking obese? Misogyny? I'm gonna tell you a brief story that I've told several times. I was going to college a couple years ago, right? And I opened the door, and a woman happened to be walking about 4 or 5 feet behind me. So I held the door open, like, you know, a fucking person would. And she walks through the door and says to me, I don't need you to open doors for me. I can do it myself. To which I promptly responded, fuck you. I'm not holding the door open for you because you're a woman. cunt. I'm holding the door open for you because I respect human decency. This is something that actually happened, and it's probably the exact moment where I just decided completely that feminism was bullshit.
Women don't exist to serve men. We exist to serve ourselves and fulfill our own hopes and dreams, along with our male counterparts.
Yes, and congratulations. You very well might be a logical feminist. One of the few that I've encountered. And I have encountered a few, I'm not saying they don't exist. But that doesn't change the fact that the majority of feminists online, in the media, at protests, at demonstrations, are sons of bitches.
So I leave you with this note. If you think that your mother, your sister, your girlfriend, your wife, or any other woman you care about in life are equal to you as humans and should be treated no differently, then you, my friend, are a feminist.
No, clearly not, because I believe all of those things. And I'm not a feminist. Because again, you don't own the concept of gender equality. You don't fucking own it. Stop pretending like you own it. This is the big takeaway. I want this to be the takeaway from this video. Feminists do not own the concept of gender equality. I can't think of a way to end this video, so I'll end it with a quick song. How's that? You guys like songs, right? You guys like music? I lied. I didn't have a song. It was all a goddamn ruse. I tricked you. All right, guys. I figured out a good way to end this video.